we all need to remember that, whether it's marketers or other professionals, we all operate in a certain context, right? And the context could be business, or in some cases, not for profit. But there is always a context in which, a marketer is operating, right? So it's very important to keep that in mind. At the same time, a certain degree of independence, right, which a marketer needs to do, because the role of a marketer is to push the envelope on certain things. His job is to get out things which are happening in society and ensure that whenever you come out with content, it is either contextual to what is happening in your social context, or is pushing society forward, right? So that is where independence comes in, because the job of a marketer is to do something which is also kind of an institution building for the long term, right? The institution in this case is the brand of the organization that the marketer is working for. And therefore, a certain amount of independence there is required. But in other elements, such as performance marketing and day-to-day communication, right, it is far more closely linked to the business objectives. So that's how I'll kind of portray it. And it might vary from organization to organization. But the context in which the marketer is operating is very, very crucial. Two, the marketer is always kind of operating on the edge as far as brand building is concerned. See, in terms of more shorter term elements, it's, mind at the hip with what the business requirements are. Independence thinking in the team kind of flows from, how you kind of deal with them on a daily basis, right? How do you ensure that the decisions that they take are based on research, they are based on data, and a bit of gut feeling, right? So as long as you allow for an interplay of data and gut, it allows the marketer to be independent, rooted in data, but in terms of the thought process, they can look forward in terms of what new things they could try. And there are no holy cows as such. Of course, there are holy cows in terms of the brand imagery and all of those, a few of those things. But, how do you manifest the brand, right? As far as the consumer is concerned, be open to innovation, experimentation, do a lot of trials, right? That helps the team build that confidence in you that they have the right degree of independence to go out and practice their craft, right? That's what all professionals look for. What I expect is the degree of independence for me. I also kind of ensure that the team that works for me gets the same degree of independence in terms of, not just in terms of thinking, but also in terms of going out there and executing things and testing out things. Yeah. If there is independent thinking rather than group thinking, then it can help your brand stand out vis-a-vis your competitors, right? So your campaigns will stand out, your consumer connect will stand out, your customer experience will stand out, and so on and so forth, right? So that's clearly a strength. The weakness is, everything that goes with independence, right? If it is misused, right, or it's the wrong set of people in some sense are applying it, it might take you away from your core business principles, from your core brand values, right? So that is the risk, which in terms of the weaknesses, if one were to put it. In terms of the opportunities, I think what independence allows you to do is, at least 25-30% of the time you can spend on innovation as a marketer, right? In terms of experimentation, testing things out, taking a bet. Some of these areas, again, and I can give you a context, right? If you see an opportunity in the context of a brand campaign, but let's say the leadership may not believe in it, right? How do you kind of go back and convince them? So there's an opportunity out there. Now you go back, do consumer research, and come back with data and kind of validate it, right? Or you've got two creative options and they're both innovative, right? Now, which one will work, you really don't know. You again go back, test it with some consumer research, and then decide, right? So that's the opportunity. In terms of the threat, I think the weakness and the threat in some sense, again, correlated. If you go too far away from the brand, it can dilute the brand. In today's day and age, where virality kind of both good and bad, right, can move at great speed, right? If you do something wrong or incorrect, right, just for the heck of innovating, or get a wrong ambassador, give a message which is not correct, or not coherent with the societal context in which one is operating, the downside, correcting the downside is very, very expensive, right? And then it takes a lot of effort, time, money to course correct, right? So that essentially is is a threat. But I think as professionals, as marketing professionals, we want younger and younger people to come, right? If all the older people do the thinking, then you're going to be disconnected with the audiences. So, the job as a, as a leadership team, right? What we try and do is give young people as much space to think, because India is a young country, the demography is younger, they have different needs, aspirations. So back it up with research and come up with innovative ideas. Technology is evolving, right? Data science is evolving. Marketing is becoming, be it media mix, be it consumer reach out, connect. A lot of this is now possible with technology, what was not possible a few years back. So the way as marketers, the way we operate, while on the creative side, independence has to be recognized. On the innovation side, on the deployment side, also innovation has to be recognized as well.